inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Soldier Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now Trubisky on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Okay, even just being nice, the last 2 plays were not very good offensively. So if you're the play caller, was it the team's execution or was it strategy? If it was execution, you continue to call the game the way you're calling it. But if it's strategy, change up what you're doing and figure it out.
The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Shift together here from the D-line. Trubisky, draw play, gives to Howard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Trubisky. And this is complete to Zach Miller. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first, they go right back to Howard. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And that'll be incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. They go play action with Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. Then he locates Wheaton complete. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
On first down, they run with Howard. 12 more yards there and another first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Barth now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A first down screen pass, good for 5. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you got to stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it.
Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You drop an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. A give to Howard running left. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here we go now. Good. Over.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now it's Trubisky. Hard throw, incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And Barth puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third down, Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. On 2nd down, Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Barth now to kick this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Goes underneath for Bell. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Bell is so good at that. He just catches so many passes near the line of scrimmage. In fact, the unique stat line for him last year, he had more yards after the catch than total receiving yards from the line of scrimmage on the season.
That doesn't even sound real, but when you analyze his game, you understand why a stat like that can occur. His ability to catch the ball, be elusive, and also strong enough to break tackles, that allows him to gain all that extra yardage.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Fresh set of downs here. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On third down, here's Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 16. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, and defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Bell. So easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. James has got it. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a first down carry by Bell. Oh, and now and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get. Set for their first possession of the second half. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Again, it's Howard. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. On the give, running right is Howard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
All right, here we go. Green.
On third down, Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Detroit! No, Jack, Patriots! Detroit!
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. Bud Dupree. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 46 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. On second down, it's Bell. And now running right through it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And James has it. And he lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Thompson. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. And it is good. So they take the lead, and now the pressure falls on their defense to try and hold on. Barth now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. Back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
He'll look to throw. And he's got Rodgers. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. They'll run it with Bell, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. They'll look to throw. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Martavis Bryant with time running out. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So they're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just let...
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.
Been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest, I got millions on my mind, and you didn't fit the picture, so I guess you want the vibe.
Hello, if you on my right leg, that's Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Hello, if you on my man, that's Poochie.